hope I didn't start my stream too soon. I don't know which way is up. In the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, I don't know whether to shit or wind my watch. He says that on his podcast all the time.
An 8-person lobby at Talladega.
Wow. I didn't know whether to shit or wind my watch.
And it's custom.
Every donut they delivered to us the other day. And then Daniel Suarez with his Tootsie's can back on the right quarter.
Make sure my stream is actually on first.
Pit stops. Here they go. Off the banking onto pit road. Parker coming at you.
Right, and Ross Chastain will pit from the 3rd position in that American flag looking car at the top of your screen. You complain of the car just being too tight on that runway.
It is.
I'm able to get to the throttle harder than I have all weekend, and you saw it moving forward.
Let's check that NASCAR.com leaderboard.
I gotta start looking.
Dover was fun there, the last 5 laps. That was really fun.
My times were matching my custom setup.
And the leaderboard still ain't working. Oh, it is working! Yay! It took a weather delay, but it's working.
Suarez beat.
Hamlin, Suarez, the ticker's broken on pit road.
What the fuck?
So the field will line back up, and we'll go back to racing here at Nashville Super Speedway.
Racing Jason, Kanye, Cody, Warrior, Fuzzy Man, B-Boss, Seagull for me.
I don't know. That young upstart.
Oh, we're doing Daytona. Okay.
That young upstart Steel Blank, man. I don't know. I've heard a lot about him.
He's come oh so close in his last several starts.
I think it's time for him to get a little something, something.
You see how fun it is when you have people to race with in NASCAR heat? That's why everybody in my stream needs to get a PlayStation. Instead of shit or get off the pot, get a PlayStation or get off the pot. How's my audio sound? Am I loud and obnoxious? Yes, I am.
It's gonna take a lot one day, but I'm gonna lock that out. Just to get funny. Every time I'm like, okay, I could do it now. I'm always like, damn, but we're racing good. I don't really want to just.
At Dover, I thought you'd chalk me, but I realized, oh, you're using hood view, so you probably didn't even know I was fucking there.
I kept switching it up, but
Yeah.
when I had the lead, I went with the hood view because I run my best lines with the hood view.
Hey, Todd, I got a wheel over there in the closet. Don't make me break it out.
Somebody's running the Tootsie
I have a steering
Speed.
whole controller with pedals and everything for PlayStation. I just never
Somebody's
use it
running
because
the
it's
Tootsie
tiring. You get tired driving that shit. I remember I would do like 2 races and be like, it's just like the real thing. You get tired driving.
I know you didn't just try to turn me at the green flag. That's something Kyle Busch would do. Come on down.
That's the paint scheme Harvick won the 2020 Brickyard 400 with, which is, as of now, the last Brickyard 400. I got a feeling that race will come back in the future, though.
Holy shit.
And Dylan shoots up there, and the 99 just said no.
That's fine.
Well, he tried to say
Oh, no, that's fine.
He's fuck.
it
By the
didn't stick.
pass below the yellow line, you know those fuckers ain't gonna take it seriously.
He's racing like I do.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm passionate.
Yep.
I like that. I think the yellow line rule is stupid, but after 20 years of being programmed to it, even in the game, I don't go down below the yellow line just because I'm so used to it.
Oh, yeah, you're getting wrecked.
It's hard to wreck though.
He's 100. This dude right here is 100% getting wrecked.
Look at the guy in the blank car. Well, welcome back to the real stream. Denny Hamlin, Daniel Suarez, Ross Chastain, Ryan Blaney, and Kevin Harvick are the top 5. Kyle Larson fell out of the top 5 on pit road. Byron got into the top 10. Truex fell out. I'm not sure where Kyle Busch is. He didn't gain anything on pit road. So he's either 15th or worse still. But Kyle Busch definitely had the fastest car coming through the field. But Hamlin has led every lap.
NASCAR Cup Series Ally
And it's really strong. The Toyotas are strong.
Super Speedway.
Chris just told Todd, hey, you got a top 3 in every race just now.
Being a busy place, a short real estate hub.
Oh, man, I finished top 3 in a race with 3 people. That's what that we were going to lose guy would say. He'd be in a race with like 7 people. Hey, I got a top 6.
It was either
They're like, you fucking idiot.
It was crazy. You see some laughter.
I just broke the world record. Bow down, guys.
Dicey, it was. Nice work.
I agree. Dicey. That right there. Some athleticism on display. Rick, you and I would have got hit. I'm pretty confident.
The lights are off the pace truck, and the crowd goes wild.
Imaginary wall just didn't work.
All right. Fans on their feet once again.
All right. Lap 48. This is for you, Jimmy Johnson. Just kidding.
It's Hamlin and Suarez.
Hamlin, Suarez, Blaney, and Harvick. Harvick had a great. Harvick's got a new pit crew this week because they dropped. Harvick could have won Sonoma, but his pit crew fucked him. But that's just karma. Harvick didn't deserve to win Sonoma. But he could have won it if he had a pit stop worth a damn at the end. Look at Truex 3 wide back there. Goddamn cheating Toyotas. They are so fast in traffic. Ooh, Suarez just barely cleared in front of Blaney, and it really hurt him in the center of the corner. And Truex is still going 3 wide. 4 wide. 4 wide. Oh, man, Chase almost wrecked Byron. And they're 3 wide again. Poor Byron there. And Byron's just completely, he's got a problem. Byron is off the pace. I'm starting to think that caution was for Lightning and not the 77. Byron's coming to the pits. I was going to say the left rear doesn't look flat. Wow. They barely touched, and it broke the fucking rear end of Byron's car on the inside. Him and Elliott barely touched. I hope that's not the case. Oh, whoa. Alex, well, there goes my $60. Alex Bowman just backed it into the wall hard.
Stayed on pit road a long time trying to make changes to the
Damn.
car to improve the handling on it. Lost some track position.
Well, I think they loosened it up. Hendrick's fucked now. Well, 2 of their cars. If Byron's, this caution could be good for Byron. And now Bowman's done. That's a done deal. It was done. When you see that car bouncing like that, it's over.
Shredding the body pieces on that car.
Well, at 30-1, it was worth a shot. And Byron's going straight to the garage. Damn, dude. Him and Chase barely touched. 2 Hendrick cars, done. I swear they barely touched. Right on the wheel, though, and that's usually what causes problems.
Because it looked very minor right there.
That couldn't have been it, could it?
Down the straightaway and goes into one. There's a big wiggle. The steering right there. You can see him out of the gas. See that wobble right there?
I'd like to think these cars aren't that brittle in the rear ends.
Yeah, I have to believe this is what he was feeling earlier. You could see a little concern in that interview. The car felt funny.
Looks like Corey LaJoie got a hold of Alex Bowman there. Remember earlier when I said you run in the back, you get taken out by idiots like Corey LaJoie? I literally used Corey as the example when Kyle Busch was near him.
Can't tell if there's contact.
Remember last year when Corey LaJoie said the next-gen car would make it possible for him to get top 10s? Yeah, I'm still waiting on those top 10s.
They went down into turn 1.
You guys remember that?
He stayed on pit road.
Still waiting, Corey.
The hood up. Making some adjustments. They were really struggling, falling back to the field before that caution.
And then, boom, explosion.
Right front tire tear and the right front fender.
And a fan's going to get a souvenir.
That sucks.
That'll-
It bounces up and down.
That fender will be on sale when we go to Charlotte next year or something.
All right, so let's just take a look at it. As we roll in here, we're going to see it.
No, they sell them on their
So if he
website.
frees it,
Are we going to NBC it?
he's already backwards as he comes into the picture.
Corey LaJoie wrecked Alex Bowman. I know all I need to know.
The seven's going up the track. I don't know if
And oh yeah, Ross Chastain was in the back because I guess a pit penalty.
from the contact that might have happened.
I was late getting back on here when the race got out of the red flag.
Oh, guys, you were correct. He came down and did that shock adjustment in the front end of that car. That was a long stop that put them in the back there because he was not happy with the handling the car. But as you saw there, you were sort of paying attention to the 7.
Go ahead and tell you, take that 48 to the fucking garage. I don't know what they're doing.
The sarcastic comment about Corey, I guess that
Alex Bowman just made a similar remark that I just made about Corey.
What the 7 has to say.
Phil, I'm sorry. Did not mean to do that. Thought he was committed to the second lane. Stand for him.
So Corey took responsibility, so no hard feelings there, but still, what the fuck?
Thought he was committed to the second lane. What that tells me is he drove underneath of Bowman, and Bowman started coming down, and Corey wasn't expecting him to be there.
So here's a good look at it.
I sincerely hope Byron's day didn't end just because him and Chase rubbed fenders one time.
Yeah, that's Corey just didn't think he thought he was
Lift, Corey. Although Corey couldn't lift, look who was behind him, Ross Chastain.
Bowman comes down the racetrack.
Everybody's learned this year when Ross Chastain's behind you, you better drive deep into the corner.
Too much, but right around that area where they're downshifting, hand off the wheel, there's a lot going on in the car.
quickly.
Oh,
Things
boy.
have changed for Hendrick Motorsports. The 24.
In the words of Ray, man, am I thirsty. Remember when they're playing Madden? Man, am I thirsty.
Man, am I thirsty.
Be right back. I don't know what hurts worse, my back or my back or my legs. My back feels fine right now, but I think it's my legs.
Isn't it fun watching my Browns be the Browns with every move that we do? It's got to be fun to watch.
What'd you say?
Isn't it fun watching my Browns be the Browns with almost everything?
You like the
they do?
Browns? I'm a Steelers fan.
Yeah. Panthers first, then Browns.
When I went to Game Haven the other day to buy GTA 5, I go in there and my buddy Justin's like, man, do you know anybody that wants to buy a Juju Smith-Schuster jersey? And I was like, not really. I was like, you know, I mean, he don't play for Pittsburgh anymore. I was like, so unless you find like a Steelers fan that really, really wants it. And I said, and I don't really care to have it because he don't play for him no more. And then he was like, well, I was going to sell it to you for $5. And I was like, $5? And he was like, yeah. I was like, fucking give it to me then. Extra large white game jersey. I was like, fuck. I said, I got a Alejandro Villanueva one. I think he plays for the Ravens now. Sitting in my closet. I set that motherfucker up in my closet. It'd be something cool to have. Probably never wear it, but. Does Nashville have lights?
Yeah.
Okay.
I only remember that Nashville has lights because there was an Xfinity race where it was at night and Brennan Gaughan was coming down pit road and a car that was going to the garage just completely turned hard left on him and just hooked him on pit road. It's like, dude, pay attention, man.
This is how we saw it. Toyota. Let's go.
This is how we saw it. Toyota.
And by Ally.
Speaking of Sonic, I want a goddamn Oreo blast.
Ally. Do it right.
Another great crowd on hand here at Nashville
Ally's
Super
probably my favorite.
Speedway. Just the second time that the Cup
Ally.
Series.
They have cool paint schemes.
Everywhere.
Bowman's car was beautiful. Was beautiful.
Garage is
That was the best Ally paint scheme I've seen.
Yeah, Rick, and just catching up with William, that was weird.
That's a
Wasn't
nice
the same
paint scheme.
weird thing we talked about in the rain delay, in the lightning delay.
Yeah, I mean, it was exactly the same thing. I was having issues with the steering right before the caution.
Okay, so it wasn't him and Chase.
Thought it might have been a tire, but
That's
right when
all
I started getting strapped in before, like the steering was, something was off and the steering rack was broken. So
Hendrick still has speed, but they're not getting results like they were. Trackhouse is getting the results.
Two other drivers
There was
are
nothing,
completely
so
stepped up.
I was just kind of going where the
With
car
a good team.
And the Toyotas, too.
Yep.
definitely not ideal,
Briscoe
but
showing
we'll
up
get
this
this
year.
Valley Chevrolet fixed up and try to go make some laps.
I like it.
Unfortunate
They've all
that
won.
happened,
They
but
showed you they all
you know.
won.
Oh, yeah, and the shitty thing for Byron, it's not crash damage, it's mechanical damage, so he can get it fixed. Now he has to go back out there and ride around.
Right,
That's
Dave,
the
we saw
worst.
Ross Chastain had to go to the back there for that last restart. It was a loose right rear wheel.
Loose
Notice
wheel
they
on
came
Ross
down and
Chastain
tightened
on the
that
last
even
pit
more
stop.
on these wheel issues throughout this season. You don't want that wheel falling off like
Well, now that's only if the wheel comes off.
I seen a picture
That
today
one
Yeah.
car is.
of
He's
like
right
the
down 24th
entire
Street to drive to the
rear
field
end
to
of
get
the
back
car
to the top
broke.
5.
Broke the wheel and like half the fucking
Once
axle
again,
off of
the
it.
choose
And I
rule
commented on
in
it.
effect
Crew
here, and
chief,
Denny
2 weeks
has chosen
suspension,
that
50
inside
point
line
dot,
once again.
100K
Suarez will be on the
fine.
outside.
And also all the prize money spent throughout the year we do back after this race.
High interest rates on your home.
Let's go, Danny. And Blaney.
Go Suarez. Suarez or Kyle Busch for the money.
My only other choice in this race to win is Kyle Busch.
Hamlin, Suarez, Harvick, Blaney. Excuse me.
Hamlin has had
Michael
great
McDowell.
Truex again around the Truex on the outside of these restarts is kicking ass.
Martin Truex Jr. in the
Go
19.
down Suarez
Just
up
like
with
the
that
restart
Gillen
before.
block.
That's race winning speed for Truex there.
Where the clean air is at.
That's race winning speed. That is just raw speed. And look at him through the center of the corner around the outside. How he fucking yards everybody.
I bet he ain't shifted.
Truex with a
I wonder.
Second, more contact back here.
Because when Blaney shifted up, did you see Truex pull away during the shift? I don't think Truex
Jr. uses that high line.
Truex again around the outside.
Truex not shifting makes sense. Truex back.
Suarez gives him plenty of room. Damn, Hamlin might be in trouble here. Where did this Truex speed come from? He didn't have this the first half of the race, first half of the stage. Means he's out of the race.
You couldn't fix your $1 million race car in 6 minutes. So you're out of the race. Reddick, I love it.
You can see the fire
Give
coming
it
out of
to
the
him,
exhaust
Danny.
pipes on these cars.
Give it
That
to him,
shows
Danny.
you when they lift off the gas.
Pass completed by Mark Truex Jr. He's up to second. Suarez back to third. Hamlin 2 wins already in 2022, but his teammate Mark Truex Jr. still looking for his first win of this season. We see the side
Looks to me like Truex is the only guy that can do that successfully.
to the outside of Christopher Bell.
Larson
Somebody else
started
is
up front.
running
He's
back.
trying to fend off another DS Toyota driving up through the field. This 20 car Christopher Bell. These two guys have raced each other their whole lives, all through the ranks. Bell's going to take the spot. See what Larson has to say about it on corner exit. He tries to get down in front of his teammate here, Chase Elliott.
Ducks in behind the 20, and Marty wants the communication back on the 19.
Two players in the way from stage 20% of the race is done.
Do you guys see Truex's statement this week? It just was a letter that said, "I'm coming back."
Oh, yeah.
And Junior said that's exactly what it's like texting him.
Now, Gibbs made the whole paper, and it was like his exact statement.
Go to that very high line, make some passes. You know it, Junior. Truex has never been known to go to the top, but he's made it work early.
I've seen people praise Truex and knock young drivers for not having personality. Does anybody have less of a personality than Truex? Chase, yeah. Chase Elliott and William Byron. William Byron only has personality if you piss him off on iRacing. Rick! Oh, man. Chase Briscoe and Ty Dillon.
I thought that was Blaney.
Hey, is it the Clash at the Coliseum all over again?
Drop straight, Briscoe.
The caution comes out once again.
Is he mad?
Damage to the nose of the 42 car.
This is going to be this kind of race.
Ty Dillon in that 42 is
Bringing
winning
Kyle
most of
back
the
in.
year.
Kyle Busch.
They're very consistent.
Kyle Busch, 11th.
I don't know how much damage either one of these cars
And they both drive away, thus rendering the safety truck
Team
pointless.
Quickly on the scene. Both these guys able to drive away.
Hope they got a replay. It's NBC. They'll probably have a replay. This ain't Fox. Boom, here you go. A perfect fucking replay that Fox wouldn't have. Uh-oh, don't tell me.
Making a move.
Ross, lift, Ross.
Hit the apron.
Oh, no, it wasn't Ross. Okay, Briscoe
Briscoe got scared.
Briscoe entered low and got
Ross is
tight.
the new intimidator.
Briscoe entered shallow, got tight in the center, and took out Ty Dillon. It wasn't Ross. I just saw Ross close it in. I was like, oh, God, not again.
As Ty Dillon
That's what I started thinking too. I was like,
Yeah.
Ross, come on, dude, no, buddy.
Ross indirectly caused that by looking like he was going to drive in from 30 yards back on the apron.
And, you know, Briscoe's like, oh, fuck, and then
Yeah.
it got
See,
tied.
the thing is, Briscoe's supposed to wait till he's trying to pass for the win to do that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, at least Briscoe didn't do it while racing for the win this time.
He's
Damn.
good at taking both out.
Yeah.
Not just himself and not just
Trying
the
to
other
listen
driver.
on board there. You had mentioned a couple times, you know, was this
That was
hanging
actually
off
really
the
good
wheel?
camera
We keep
work.
Talking about the shifting, I think the act of shifting isn't that difficult with the lever forward and backward, but now you're
Tom
down in
Dillon
the
might
middle of
be
a corner running 150 miles an hour trying to judge this. You have to take your right hand off the wheel. It gets to be very difficult.
Well, Ross didn't do that one, but he indirectly did that one.
That whole idea of downshifting into the
But Briscoe's run over a lot of people this year, so. Ross gets all the headlines, but Briscoe's done it just as much. Logano's pitting. That tells me that they've completely given up. Logano pitting here. Just throw something at the setup, make an adjustment. Who cares?
Today started on the front row, and he's kind of gone backwards. He said that last run they fired off tight, but the car started coming to him. So Paul Wolf.
So now he knows what it's like to play NASCAR Heat 5. We fire off tight.
Pit road, and I believe the only lead lap car that came down pit road.
Admit it, everyone, you're all trying to rub your belly and pat your head right now.
What?
breaking into the corner plus downshift is just a lot going on right there for these guys. And every single one of them's doing it down in the corner. I mean, they're getting used to it, but it's definitely throwing a new element in.
We saw the 22 of Logano and the 6 of
Well, he was right there.
I can do it.
Imagine
I'm that talented.
That was like sitting there telling their dad, "Hey, watch what I can do," and then they say that, and their dad's looking at
Or
them.
they're like Jesus on that one episode of Family Guy. I remember on the Family Guy Star Wars parody, it's the scene where Darth Vader is torturing Han Solo. And he's about to torture him, and Peter, as Han, just goes, "Okay, Luke's on Dagobah, there's a rebel base on Kashyyyk, and I'm the one who climbed the toilet on the 14th floor." Ah, that was disgusting! Because of you, I had to use the little pig people's bathroom. Oh yeah, Thor comes out next Friday. And I'm off next Thursday and Friday. Not this week, but next, when it comes out. So I'm going to go see it. Junior called out the 9 car. Well, Chase was a little bit of a weapon there for a little while in this race. I didn't quite hear what Junior said because I'm too busy talking. You talk too much. You never shut up.
I said you talk too much. Oh boy, you never shut up.
Let's see. Oh, what? Byron's very lucky to have 2 wins, considering he's only got 4 top 10s all season.
Do you defend a boomer that's calling a boomer out?
Depends. That's probably what they're wearing because they're old.
I'm still on the Bubba talk. I've just been staying quiet because it's an overload of shit.
Somebody said NASCAR on Fox be like, "Hey Ross, have you met Pitbull yet?" LOL. NBC during that interview with Ross. "What's the purpose of living, Ross? How do you handle being disliked by so many drivers? Can you tell us the signs behind your cooling shirt?" That Ross interview, we were racing, and I kept looking up and seeing that they were still talking to Ross. I was like, damn, that interview's been going on for a while. And we're back.
Truck cam and the field lined up behind him, getting ready for a restart. Only
trucks are bigger than cars, the more you know.
Stage 1. Again, there was a lightning delay that put everyone on pit road.
We had 2 lightning delays.
11 car of Denny Hamlin.
And now we've got 25 to go in stage 1. Watch Truex get this lead around the outside of Hamlin. This will be the first time today Hamlin's been challenged.
What's the lead coming to the line? Coming back to the line.
Good restart by Hamlin, believe it or not. Not good enough, though.
I'm giving Truex 4 tenths.
Take it 3 wide, Suarez. New leader, Martin Truex. Good God almighty, not even close. Truex takes the lead. Blaney into 3rd. What happened to Suarez there? Toyota's going to win the race. It's either going to be Truex, Hamlin, or Kyle Busch, I'm pretty sure. Right now, I really like Truex.
Without a win in 2022. Denny Hamlin has 2 wins.
It'd be appropriate for him to win on the week he declares he's coming back. And look, Bubba's 11th. The 2311 cars are 9th and 11th. Chase going 3 wide on Suarez and Kurt Busch. Yep, he sends it in there. Oh, Chase. I was worried when he hit that apron, the car was just going to take off. Chase Elliott better not hit Daniel Suarez. The internet will never forgive him. Reddit will crash if Chase Elliott were to accidentally hit Daniel Suarez in any way, shape, or form today. Then Suarez went from the top 5 to barely hanging in the top 10.
Daniel Suarez at this point, putting him up into the 8th position. So far, so good, Marty.
So what?
Dave, look who's knocking on the door of the
Bubba
top 10.
around the outside for a top 10 spot, 9th place.
A little concerned with his cool shirt that he's wearing. Listen.
I'm starting to wonder, is there something wrong with Suarez? He looks like he's standing still at the end of the straightaway.
So Steve, I asked Nate Bellows, the car chief, about
Lap
that.
69,
He said,
nice.
we run it almost every week. Anytime it's over 80, Kyle would like to have that cool shirt on.
6 Toyota
And the
top
box itself is in the same exact position as
That's
always.
impressive.
He said, I think this is
That's literally all of them.
and that's really what he's feeling more than anything else.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt. Just the ambient temperature is the highest by far.
Suarez, where'd you go?
So much history. We talk about notebooks for setups. Well, drivers had notebooks for comfort. What they wanted in the car so they could feel comfortable over the course of the race. We'll have some notes after this one as we see the one of Ross Chastain still trying to recover from that issue on pit road inside the 47.
Ross will still be a threat to win at the end of the day, I think.
Race car drivers here.
But look how that one car can wrap the bottom. Just by distance alone, are able to clear the 47.
Denny ain't even got no.
Truex, you could see on the previous 2 restarts what was about to happen.
Second time that lost all of his track position. Fighting to get that back.
Truex looked like he had like 50 more horsepower through the center of the corner than everybody else.
Well, guys, if we go up to the top,
Kevin Harvick in the full car running 4th.
he came on the radio and said, I'm better than the 12 car. I just can't find a way around it. I talked to Kevin under the red flag and asked him, is that top lane
You know what you need to do to get around somebody today? Be driving a Toyota.
You see him following the tire tracks.
Well, Kevin Harvick don't know what to do. I'm not surprised he don't know.
And use the speed of that 4 car to get by the 12.
Hey, look, 1 and 2.
Two types of good cars
Ross is
here
trying to pass
in
his second
Nashville, right?
car
There
while
are
Harvick's
cars
complaining
like the
about
Ford
not
Kevin
being
Harvick who says it's
Yeah,
driving.
Caden, you're right. If I was driving a car that the last guy drove won 9 races in, I'd be like Riley Herbst and say that wins aren't everything, too.
But it's flexible. He can go high, he can go low. That's like the next step. That's the next step from your race car. Having some flexibility to move around, that allows traffic to be much more manageable.
Chastain up to 16th now as he just went by the 2 of Austin Cindric.
And you can see Cindric a little frustrated with how the one car Chastain kind of pulled in front of him on the front straightaway, thinking, I'm clear. Well, no, you're not, pal. And I'm not real happy about it.
Well, Dale Jr. talked like Vince McMahon there. Hey, pal.
Even if nothing's happened between them and Chastain, they seem to be.
Goddamn, pal.
When he's around.
We mentioned that Ross Chastain has ruffled a few feathers on the way to 2 wins. This is what you're just talking about.
Yeah. So the one,
Yee.
like I'm not clear.
Ross,
2 gets in here behind him.
Still going to piss off the guy behind you. It's like, hey, man, you weren't totally clear.
Against each other in Xfinity Series, they could have a history from way back. Or the 2 could have just simply been pushing him down the straightaway. Eric Jones way up the race.
I think he just got really tight.
Not sure that was by design. I agree. That was higher than I think he was hoping to be.
We mentioned the move.
Come on, buddy.
Kyle Busch.
I know you wanted in.
Darren Wallace, Bubba Wallace Jr.
Ozzy.
also back there, and he's just in front of Kyle Busch. So Bubba Wallace looking pretty strong as he's moved up into the top 10 in that 9th spot.
Yeah, and somebody with an opposite story, Daniel Suarez, restarted 3rd. He's all the way back to 11th. Good battle right here. If you'd have told me on Friday...
It's taking everything in me to not tell one of you to make a Sonic run.
I'd have said there's no way. He didn't have 30th place speed in his car. Made some great changes to it. Qualified well and still running well today.
Look at this. Harvick looking to the inside. These 2 Fords.
Any driver who volunteers to go back to the Xfinity Series is a fucking moron. Custer would never do that. I'm telling you. You go back to Xfinity, your career's over. See Elliott Sadler.
The only person that I give props to for downgrade
Yeah, he kind of had no choice. I would rather drive the truck he's driving than drive that fucking 38 car.
Fighting for it.
But I can't think of
Junior
anybody
in front of the field here at Nashville.
Yeah.
downgraded that really does.
Elliott Sadler did.
Killed Elliott.
When Sadler did it, he did well in Xfinity, but he had no choice. Yeah.
Streaming and Xfinity
Xfinity moment.
He was the first one where it's like, damn, he's going backwards and voluntarily going backwards. What's this about?
And then it totally killed him. He couldn't get back in the Cup after that.
Justin Allgaier kind of did, but Justin Allgaier never got his fair shot in Cup.
I've always wondered why. Damn, Briscoe.
But Allgaier basically said, after the 1 year he drove in Cup, driving one of the worst cars, like, I'm just going to stay in Xfinity where I know I'm going to get a competitive car every year because I'd rather just be competitive than go ride around and finish 20th in a Cup race. So Allgaier had like 1 full year in Cup, and it was bad because of the car he was driving. That team shut down not long after that. I think they ran like 1 or 2 more seasons. They had Boyer for a year, and it was awful. Kurt Busch drove it before Allgaier drove. It was that 51 car.
I remember that.
Briscoe's off the pace and going to the access road. Poor Briscoe.
I remember that 51 car. Man, Kurt Busch had some bad days in that car.
He almost won Sonoma in it, though. He was second, catching Boyer late, and he said something broke, and he still held on and finished third. Damn. And that was like, damn, Kurt finished third in that 51 car right again. And he drove the fucking Ricky Bobby Cougar paint scheme at Talladega with the 51. You know, me. I love that movie. What kind of company is ME?
Boy, it sure is dangerous, but I do love Fig Newtons.
And Briscoe's going to the garage. Mechanical issue of some kind.
From earlier, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Truex and Hamlin. Hamlin's actually running him back down. 9 to go this time. Yeah, Allgaier went backwards because he chose to. That was his choice. If a team's like, you want to go run our Xfinity car instead of being in our Cup car? I'm going to be like, no.
Unless it's Junior. I go run for Junior.
Yeah.
Junior's talked. He said he wanted Corey LaJoie for one of his cars, but Corey don't want to go backwards because once again, you go backwards, you ain't coming back probably. That's why I thought Suarez's career was over. He didn't really go backwards. He just kind of ran part-time in Cup for a year or so.
Oh, yeah, that guy's closed.
And we got a battle for the lead. The NASCAR Toyota Invitational.
Mile and third, thanks to Geico. Our aerial coverage brought to you by Geico, and the gap had closed to about 2
That was a good
car
corner
lengths
for
now.
Truex.
Mark Truex Jr. after passing a lap car.
Maybe all the
is put about
Toyotas
4
were like,
car
hey,
lengths
you know,
between he and second place Denny Hamlin, but Hamlin has been chipping away at that.
I don't think there's enough money in the world for them to put Riley in the 41. I don't think Riley Herbst gets a Cup ride. The only Cup ride Riley Herbst can get is the 38 or the 34 if McDowell chooses to retire or something. That'll be the kind of ride that Herbst would get. That's why you'll never see Brandon Jones. If Brandon Jones can't get a Cup ride, and he shouldn't, neither should Riley Herbst.
Right behind Harvick and Blaney.
Weird.
For Bill, these two guys, his teammates. Richard Bell is driving up through the field as well. Joe Gibbs Racing putting on a clinic today, Marty.
Well, no offense to Steve Jr., but sometimes it helps when your crew chief is a driver. Even the interim crew chief for Denny Hamlin, Sam McCauley, former driver, Legends car driver, global crew chief, was a former driver too. He earned Martin Truex Jr.
Denny's going to take this lead back here, I think. Can't get the run off the corner like Truex has, but his drive in and through the center is really good.
I like that. Take advantage. You know somebody has a weakness. How do you take advantage of it? That's the question.
Gonna be the
Truex is up there
Allgaier
running
Berry
on the
show
top
today.
lane. It's not like you're going to be able to get on the outside.
That was a good drive off the corner. That's the best Hamlin's had.
Truex will make this pass really difficult.
Marty, that was a great point to bring up. When a crew
Truex doesn't worry about racing you. He worries about making his car go fast. Through the center of the corner, Hamlin's killing him.
each team is on their
That time he got off a 2 really well. The lap before he didn't. Now Truex is changing it up. Or Hamlin's trying to get around him. Actually, yeah, Hamlin's the one who changed it up. He's trying to get a big run off the top and swing to the bottom and pass him here on the front stretch. Couldn't quite get there. But you could see what he was trying to do.
About Denny Hamlin running higher.
NASCAR 21, boo.
Goes up the racetrack a little bit. Trying to keep Denny from being out there.
Yee.
Maybe a fake by Denny. Going to the outside, really wanting the inside, making Martin respond to his move. I don't know how important this
Truex does not respond to it. Like I said, he worries about making his car go fast. He don't give two shits what you do. And Hamlin completely lost it there in the middle of 3.
As far as the playoff points,
Got really tight.
In the ranking of the drivers,
This race is E5.
Yeah.
The season he's had.
Inconsistency for the 11 team. 2 wins.
And Truex has not even bobbled once. Truex just does his thing.
That was a pretty impressive.
He's not a Joey Logano or a Stenhouse or somebody that's going to just react to everything you do and block you like a jackass. He's going to run what he thinks can make him faster. And if you pass him, whatever. But he's going to beat you doing it his way.
Bumper the 19. They're coming up on just 2 laps to go in stage 1.
Let's just remember, it's just stage 1.
Yeah.
And Hamlin just doesn't seem to be able to get closer. He tries that inside line. He closes the gap with the momentum on the 19 side.
I got a feeling I might have something to do.
Yeah, that high line's a bit of a defensive line when you're struggling like this.
There he goes.
It's gonna make
Hamlin's gathered it back up. He's going to have one more lap. He's going to be here on this last lap. I hope he just fucking loses it underneath him. Yeah. The Briscoe special from Denny Hamlin here. I'd be aggressive as I can. It's just one lap.
He's closed the gap.
Truex will have the drive.
Hamlin might get it here.
A great run here by
If he wasn't racing a teammate,
Good art.
to the inside, will it be enough as they come up?
Truex can get that run off the top. Hamlin couldn't get there. Thought he could have got to the quarter panel. If he could have got to his quarter panel, he was an inch away. Bubba passed Chase. This is bullshit, says every redneck on Facebook.
To take that 7th spot.
Bubba's 7th.
Truex wins stage 1, and I'll be damned. Yeah, Bubba 7th in stage 1. Kurt Busch 10th.
The caution comes out after
Bubba, 30th
top 10 have crossed the start-finish line. So Mark
Good
Truex Jr.
Lord.
wins stage 1.
Well, I'll be damned.
But he gonna wreck back 1. He gonna wreck 3. He can't wreck 3/4 of the field this week. If he's starting in the back, he can only wreck half the field.
Yeah, even though Bubba's not the dumbass.
I'm about to say, name me one time Bubba wrecked the field. You literally can't name me one time.
No, Bubba either has something that completely
When he
fucks
fucking
him,
got turned
or
at Atlanta.
something happens on
When he got
pit
it
road.
turned at Atlanta, he wrecked the field. But
It's usually pit road. That wasn't his
He got
fault.
he was the
turned.
first one to get wrecked.
He
That's
got
what I'm saying.
turned, so
But
he didn't
Boomer
wreck.
logic. Boomer logic. Bubba was the first car to go sideways.
Yeah,
It's his
boomer
fault.
boomer logic.
It's his
Black
fault.
guy bad.
Yeah.
That's boomer
Yeah.
logic. Black guy bad. I like what somebody said. He said, lately I'm seeing a lot of people online, the ugliest motherfucker saying, "Durr, just don't have sex." Yeah, that's easy for you to say. Some of us are actually hot. That's how I feel about it. I like Adam Sandler in that movie, Funny People. When he talks about cheating on his wife, and Seth Rogen's character is like, "Why'd you cheat on her?" And he goes, "It's easy not to cheat when nobody wants to fuck you, smart ass." Boy, ever since somebody pointed out that Ross Chastain has a funny eye, I haven't been able to unsee it.
He does.
And now I'm going to teach you a lesson about self-reliance.
What is self-reliance? I'm using your phone charger.
I don't know. I'm a millennial. Have fun. That thing will just slide out.
Mine, I know how to work, but mine does the same thing. And the problem is, when you have an alarm set and you plug it up and go to bed and wake up and your phone's dead and the cord's sitting on the floor.
I always make sure my phone is at least at 95 before I go to
Mine's
bed.
on 2.
And Radman's right. NBC just makes NASCAR feel cool. This coverage of this race is so much better than anything Fox did all year. This dumbass here. If you're under 40 asking for 12 p.m. race start times, I just know you have no fun in life. And this guy said, yeah, nothing's more exhilarating than waiting around all day till 5 o'clock for a race to start. You just haven't experienced that thrill. This race could have started way earlier than it did.
3 o'clock next week.
And we would have never had a delay.
Official app of NASCAR. Follow the action with free live scoring, in-car cameras, as well as radio broadcast. Search NASCAR.
Everybody on their radios better be asking, hey, what the hell's Truex doing?
Another great crowd here at Nashville. Nashville Super Speedway, and
I feel like
finished
this
there
whole
for
race
stage one as Martin Truex
I
Jr. was
hope
able
so.
to
Dude,
hold
it
off
seems like every race
Denny
is like
Hamlin
I
as
really hope so.
field about to make their way onto pit road now.
I'm not trying to come back in the NASCAR.
Ryan
and
Blaney
see
did
the
an
fucking
awesome job to
Toyotas
hold
start
off Kevin
dominating.
Harvick there to finish third in the stage with a very tight
Fucking
race car. He moved
hate
his
that
lineup to
shit.
the
It's
top.
so
Hopefully make
diverse
some
now,
adjustments
though.
here before picking
So
tires for the 12th
sometimes-
car and get those adjustments into air
I mean,
pressure and help
sometimes
loosen them up, Marty.
Mark, for this side of
Probably
the
not
head-to-head
many.
Not all.
GR
He
pit
can,
crews on
but
pit
probably not
road
many.
for Martin Truex Jr. For stage one of the year, those are the only playoff points that he owns. 4 of them at this point. Really loose off turn 4 for his teammate, Denny Hamlin. Junior's right. He told me earlier this week, second in the stage means nothing to me. All we're after are playoff points. In fact, when it was over, he said, I'm sorry.
Ooh, Joey Logano, 2 tires, I guarantee it. Yep. They took the 4 on the previous cause, and they took 2 here, so Joey Logano just took the lead.
Well, now,
I'll be interested to see if he can hold it.
Denny's 7.
but look though, I mean,
Denny got fucked.
Truex got up
17.
Big win on pit road, 17 spots gained.
Logano on 2 tires takes the lead.
Well, now we got to see if Logano can hang with Martin.
I don't think he can.
I'm not gonna say nothing until I see it, but I mean, I don't know.
We need your opinion, Anthony. It matters. We have
About
to manifest.
NASCAR?
We have to manifest this turn 1. Oh, and he's loose, and it takes out the top 20.
Holy Jesus!
When
Holy
Joey
shit.
gets loose on these 2 tires and takes out Truex,
That would be some.
I think Truex is going to clear him before they even get into turn 1. I think that's how fast.
Now that then you
Especially if
come
Joey's
seven,
dumb enough to,
that'll
if
work.
Joey's dumb enough to pick the inside, then yeah, Truex will be gone by the time they get to turn 1. Yeah, Todd said try watching F1 at 7 in the morning. You know what? I wish NASCAR races started that fucking early because I could get up, watch them, and then go back to bed. Because every day I'm off lately. I swear to God, I take a nap in the afternoon, and it's great. I'm already looking forward to my afternoon nap tomorrow. And I haven't even gone to bed tonight. Because I know I'm going to go to bed tonight and wake up after about 4 hours and then get tired again at 1 in the afternoon and just sleep till like 4. Just because I can.
Yeah, because you'll be off tomorrow. Like me.
I'm off pretty much every Monday. And I had that built in on purpose in case a race got put to Monday. I can't remember what I told my manager when I got hired. I made up some bullshit that I have to be off most Mondays.
we're going to have the issue when football season starts of the Monday night games.
Well, that's not an issue for me. Like I said, I'm still off on Mondays most of the time. So
I'm talking about your Tuesdays.
I'm curious about your Dollar General. Do you guys have Wi-Fi that y'all use?
Yeah, we do. It's not super great, but we do.
Because me and my manager Lori were talking. She was like, "We have customer Wi-Fi and it's awful," but she's like, "I think there's a router in here. There's a password on." I'm like, "I might need that if I have to miss like a Thursday night game or something."
My brother
Yeah.
gave me the one at our Dollar General because the customer Wi-Fi, I
It's
don't
bad.
ever use them. It just doesn't work
It's
on my
bad.
phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
But he gave me the password to theirs, and it's pretty good.
Because I was thinking during football season, I might have to miss a Thursday night. The most likely game I'd have to miss will be a Thursday night game. So sometimes I have to work Thursday evenings, but I can watch it on my phone. Dumbass. He should have took Truex's line away. Joey went to the inside, so yeah, he won't be the leader by the time they get into turn 1.
Between country music and NASCAR, without talking about this guy, Marty.
Is that Little Richard?
Marty Robbins had 17
Marty
number 1
Robbins.
Billboard country hits.
NASCAR
But you know what? He
couldn't
also
afford to have
loved
Robbins
racing.
at
He
the
raced in over 35.
No, it's just 'cause
races,
nobody wants him at the
35
race.
races in NASCAR. But he loved racing at the Nashville Fairgrounds so much so that when he was scheduled to be on the Grand Ole Opry, they would move him to the
Not as
last
annoying
set
as
of
that
the
guy
night so he could go.
Dude, the older you get, them afternoon naps hit different.
The cool
Oh,
thing to
me
me
and the
is
guy
when I
that
asked my buddy
crowd.
Kevin,
What's his
what
name
do
at
you
Charlotte?
really
The
like
guy in the
joke
crowd that
about
gets all
Marty
the shit
Robbins?
away?
He said,
I can't remember. He's
obviously
annoying.
legends
That's
incredible. He
fucking
said, but
annoying,
the
dude.
king, Richard Petty, made me call him.
I'd just
when
be
I
like,
wanted to
"Can I watch
the
a race?"
22 number back. And Marty Robbins said, "Oh, of course, that's Lee's number. I know you want to run it, so yeah, I'll just run the 6."
Why
Unbelievable.
does that
This
look
guy
like
loved racing,
Eric
loved
Easton's
country
logo?
music so much, and what a legend.
A little bit. Rutledge just ripped off Eric Estep's logo.
Out of Nashville.
Contact your lawyer, Eric.
10-team Eric Almirola.
I bet a yellow car
pit road.
runs
And
this
you
race.
mentioned it. The 20
Eric Almirola speeding on pit road, real game changer considering he was like 25th.
25 laps on those left side tires.
I bet an orange car wins this race.
Hey, Goodyear's love those yellow.
And that could either be Bubba or Truex. I'm going to say an orange car wins the race.
outside Logano on the inside for the restart.
That's nitpicking, though, isn't it?
And Blaney pushing.
Joey got a good restart, but he will not hold this lead.
Blaney was up his ass. That's
Well, look at Joey taking Truex's line away. He knew it.
Then it gets Logano out front.
Here comes the super run. Oh, Blaney. Woo! And look at Joey. Trying to pinch Truex in the wall. Couldn't get there.
Couldn't keep it because Martin's really fast.
Good for Truex getting around that fucking roadblock. Now let's see who Joey can hold up and get in the way of.
Looks like going to be Christopher Bell.
He doesn't want to lose too many positions here. We know.
3 wide back there's that Bubba, Hamlin, and Harvick. Bubba, don't go 3 wide on the boss man.
Let Blaney go.
Everybody just parade around Joey around the outside. Hey, Kyle Busch in the top 5. Look at Larson. Around Chase Elliott on the outside. Kyle Busch, my money. There's my money.
Your last remaining money left.
Yeah, I knew Bowman was a long shot, but come on. Blaney's car fired off good this run.
His car is going to drive completely
And
different
Joey
than it
did the
has
smart
all day
thing and
long.
let him go.
Yeah.
He's had clean air all day.
And he did the dumb thing,
really at the worst. Now
He did everything he could to try to get up in front of Truex, so that was
Oh,
funny.
he did. He
Yeah.
tried. It's just
I don't blame him, but yeah, Truex was way too fast. That was going to be a wreck if he did anything else.
And it's too early for Joey to be stupid, so Joey let him go.
We had that little bit of delay, and the clouds have come over. It's 10, 12 degrees cooler out. That's going to change the
I'm
balance
sure the
on
driver.
No, Todd, don't put the 18 in the wall. I'm trying to win money.
19, man, he is unbelievable in his restarts. When you see it's all the way down to a chilly 84 degrees if you've been in Nashville.
Yeah, Blaney's actually reeling Truex in.
Keep it pace with Truex in the 19.
I thought it was just going to be the Toyota thing, but I think it's just
Blaney.
it's first and second place.
Let's see what Blaney's got.
All right, if you're in third here, you're sitting there.
I think the reason that guys are able to stay with Truex, he runs that same line over and over, and there's clean air on the bottom, so you're not getting tight running behind him. So you can get to him, but then you probably can't pass him.
I want to see what Blaney's got. Let's see him get to him.
These guys are probably loving Truex leaving the bottom open, but hating that speed he gets when they get to right here. And he's just able to hold it in front of him.
Junior out front, Blaney.
Down the straightaway.
Christopher Bell and Kyle Busch, the top 5. Listen in to Truex's radio.
Just right, I need your right radio. What were we? Right. Feels like my back it off and just move from
Cindric got a problem. He's coming to pit road. Damn, Ty Dillon about ran him over. Jesus Christ.
Ty Dillon, are you blind? Good Lord, why does Ty Dillon have a fucking cup ride?
That's a good question.
I'm just going to take a second to appreciate. We usually don't get those angles. We usually don't.
Yeah, Fox would miss that. Yeah.
We would have got a full screen replay 3 times of what.
Shout out to NBC doing split screen here.
But look at all the yellow cards.
Fox just won't do it.
Yellow cards. I hate all fucking 2 of them.
Kyle Busch about to pass his BFF.
Dillon is awesome.
I want to see
love
Kyle. I
watching
want to see
racing.
Kyle Busch in second place. I want to see him and Truex go there.
4 tires on that
I think
18
Kyle
car
could be.
down low.
Kyle Larson's 14th. What happened? Look at Bill. If that wasn't a teammate in front of him, Bill would take him 3 wide. I guarantee it.
Push.
Kyle Busch, Kyle dives down into the corner.
Get tight, Joey, because you suck.
I like the 2-tire call by Joey. It's better than where he was running.
And he gained 17 spots.
Yeah.
Give it a few laps.
If it stays green a long time, I might not like it, but I like it here. The Xfinity race yesterday, the tire fall off wasn't that dramatic, so I just don't think his car's very good, but the 2 tires got him up here.
He started second from playback.
Yeah.
He does that every fucking weekend. He can't wreck you to win.
And Steve, that really set up the 2 times.
Look, Todd, I'm not going to lie. I bet on Kyle Busch and want him to win me money, but if something bad happens, I will laugh.
Now they'll have all this information to go back to later in the race.
I promise I will laugh, too.
Just, 10 years ago, it was 1 move at a time. Now these crew chiefs are truly playing chess 2 or 3 moves ahead. So Paul Wolf put those tires on because it opened up the playbook. He was probably thinking 2
Maybe
tires
they
the whole
realize
time.
tires ain't really
And
that
even if this
important.
doesn't
They're not that important here. On most concrete tracks, they're not. You think Dover, all the 2 tires and shit you get at Dover.
Oh, yeah.
I remember in 2013, I think you might have been here. Junior had like 3 pit road penalties, but had the dominant car at Dover and made his way back to the front late. And we took 4, and Jimmy Johnson took 2. And I'm like, we got him! And fucking Jimmy Johnson smoked us. And I was like, really? I was convinced we had it.
We'll see if Blaney has any better luck when he gets to
Oh, that was a classic Jimmy Johnson just fucking ruins your life moment there. A lot of those for about 8 or 9 years.
going by the 22 of Logano.
Now you're bad.
Logano is out of the top 5 now.
Joey, the 22 behind them. The 23 of Bubba Wallace. The 11, all those guys.
Please take the
chase down Joey's. We see the battle for the lead.
It's like Blaney can kind of get there, but Truex just...
The clean air he gets by Truex being off the bottom is what's keeping him in the hunt. But Truex is just clearly faster. That's interesting. See, nobody can do it like Truex. You see, Blaney didn't get anything off that corner.
And the shift. It's Truex Jr. up front here at Nashville Super Speedway.
Why does Truex's picture look so different than everybody else's on the little thing there?
For my dog,
Good race, though. Let me see if anybody's made any alarmingly stupid takes on Twitter. Shouldn't be hard to find one. Just follow NRF. I don't follow him anymore, but if you want to see some dumb takes, follow him.
That's a cool car that Denny's probably never going to run.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
I like the orange look on the outside of the...
Dale Jr. said on his podcast when he drove the Budweiser car, he said he begged them over and over, let's do a Bud Light car. It can be blue and silver and it'll look really cool. And he said the Budweiser guys were like, no. It's got to be the red Bud car. That's the brand.
Yeah, they says up to sponsors.
Yeah. And Junior said he designed like so many Bud Light paint schemes. It was like, come on, let's do the Bud Light car. And they were just like...
Well, actually, no, that Denny Hamlin commercial, I remember seeing the Kyle and Kurt Busch now, that Sponsifier. What it is I think they're going to take one person that wins that's going to get to design a paint scheme for a car.
Do you remember the one they did in like 09 where Kyle Busch had the pink car with the cats and the little baby animals and shit on it?
I don't know if I've ever seen
it. Was a commercial.
Picture.
Yeah, let me look that up.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I ain't never.
I don't know.
It was in a commercial, and then in an Xfinity race, they actually ran the paint scheme. Kyle Busch Sponsifier car. I want to say it was 2009.
Better than letting them name a race. Done that shit last year. The Bushy McBush race.
That's not it. None of these are it.
I would have killed myself.
Guess who won the Bushy McBush race?
Kyle
Busch.
I think you guys told me that. You told me about that race and then told me how horrible it was, and then of all things to happen, Kyle won it.
Was it 2010 they did it? Yes. This was it.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Well, if I can find a picture that's not the size of a goddamn ant, Jayski, they'll have a good one. Well, I thought they'd have a good one. That's about as good as I can get you. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Little baby seals.
Oh boy, now
looks all right. It's not bad. I like it.
It's pretty funny.
I feel like a custom one that a fan makes is gonna be pretty sweet.
Oh, drivers have been told there's rain about an hour away.
Shit.
But remember, if the race gets past halfway and it rains and they can't get it started back, it's over. So race hard, everybody.
72 laps.
Race hard.
Let's get some credit to Bubba Wallace. What a run. You guys mentioned it earlier. 30th to 6th.
Oh my God, please.
Don't jinx him.
If fucking Bubba wins a rain race.
Again?
No, I want him to win.
Yeah.
But it's the fact of what I have to fucking, what I'm going to have to go on Facebook.
When you start 23rd on the day,
yeah.
you just hope to go forward and make up spots. And he
Poor Denny Hamlin's not faring well after those pit stops at the end of the stage.
No, he has been screwed.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, it is.
I'd rather Truex win than Hamlin any day.
Elliott totally just went by Logano, no problem.
Where his car got out of shape, but he's just been talking about not having pace. In fact, when he drove the car harder to try to make it happen, the car got 2-3 on it. So the driver just saying not a lot of pace in the 5.
Way back there.
Well, Dave, in an unfortunate turn of events for Austin Cindric in the 2 car about 10 laps ago, we saw
the best Hendrick car by, and it's not even close. Not even close. Although Larson was good earlier, I feel like his car's gotten worse.
Talk about it after the race, Marty.
And one thing all the spotters are talking about and drivers are starting to notice.
Rain.
Raindrops around the speedway starting to
We're not halfway yet. But you've been watching Spider-Man 2.
No, I know this. I was going to watch these by the way, too, I promise.
Multiverse of Madness is on Disney Plus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I totally forgot that it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I haven't watched it again yet.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I've been waiting on. I totally forgot.
Oh wait, no, I'm wrong.
And the gap still has not closed between Ryan Blaney and the 12 and the 19 of Mark Truex.
They can make it to halfway. 33 laps will fly by. I don't like range-shortened races depending on who wins. If somebody cool wins, I like it. Yeah. I'd really like it if he won, just for the sake of the money. Bubba Wallace within striking distance for a range-shortened victory. Redneck Facebook is on high alert. They are at DEFCON 4 on Facebook, and the caution's out for rain, so we're not at halfway, so it can't end here. And it's just sprinkling. So after New Hampshire last year, notice they throw cautions for rain a lot quicker. So at New Hampshire last year, it started raining, and they didn't throw the caution, and Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin and a couple others all went into turn 1 as the leaders and fucking spun out and got damaged. And then Kyle Busch was mad and ran into the pace car because the NASCAR officials at the pace car. So that was funny.
What's wrong with NASCAR? What the hell?
They were just desperately trying to make sure they got the race in. And then the race actually did end about 10 laps early because it was getting dark later and New Hampshire doesn't have lights. So they were just desperately trying to get it in. That's what she said.
Let's go back and tell the Joey Logano story. Put on 2 tires, right? Fell back.
Still a net win for Joey.
Oh, absolutely, compared to where he was.
You definitely pit here because you can make it to the end of the stage, and you know the race cannot end here. If we were past halfway and it looked like rain was coming, I'm staying out.
11 laps, go 2 tires again.
I'm pitting here. Now the other guy should take 2 tires.
Yeah.
Somebody else should do
Because
it.
if there's rain going on, that means the race...
Somebody with a better car than Joey could probably still be running top 3 on 2 tires.
Yeah.
Pit here, you know you can make it to the end of the stage and it's not halfway yet.
Basically, to go in the stage 66, you have
Pit.
If we're running the whole race, this is a fuel window opportunity to fill your car. You could run to the end of stage 2. You know that would be the call to make sure you don't lose a lap, have to pit on the green. What's your radar say, right? Do you believe this rain's going to come? I don't believe it is.
Coda last year. It started. They were racing during the rain because you can race in the rain on a road course. Oh God, it was a fucking monsoon, and you couldn't see. And Truex just got annihilated by Cole Custer because they couldn't see.
And you think, okay, I might know the weather better than others, and
Yeah.
can do something different.
It would be a big gamble, but you have to ask yourself, you know, what are you willing to risk?
And the fucked up thing was we could see it coming because it was going to happen. The camera was above them. They couldn't see because they were just in that big cloud of water and mist and whatever. So you could see it coming. It was like, you just knew it was going to be bad.
But this would be this would be instead of taking an extra card blackjack, this would be more like 1 chip at the roulette table. You're going to have to get super lucky, but we've seen it before, so we'll see what they do.
2 laps since we're only trying to get it to halfway.
I think crew chiefs are thinking they're going to
Only
pit
got
here because
30
when they
laps,
look at that radar that you guys showed a moment ago, there's nothing behind it. So everyone kind of thinks that this is going to pass very quickly, to your point you made a moment ago. So they're going to go ahead and make stops here because you can make it to the end of the stage from this point. Yes, all the crew chiefs say now bring it to us.
But fuck that. I'm only trying to go into the halfway
supposed to stay out and then
race.
up on the green to really hurt them. There's still a lot of racing to go, so
Yeah, it was bad.
And yeah, you could really see it.
You could see it coming a mile away.
They told him he slid a little too far in his box sign, so back it up, don't go right as far to the
I
side.
feel for Custer there. Hopefully,
I want to see if they'll show. Wait till they show the end.
Oh yeah, Truex wasn't mad at him at all.
You can't really see it from there how they can't see, but if they show the end card.
I mean, I can tell they can't see
Take care of
it,
that
yeah.
right rear, as he mentioned a moment ago. Kyle Busch said the car
Kyle's
is all
gonna
over the
nail
track. In
the
fact, in
chase.
one radio transmission, he said it's loose, it's tight. I'm on top of the racetrack. I have no idea what to tell you.
Damn, what a sub 10-second stop for Truex.
Oh my God.
Truex, Blaney, Kyle Busch, Harvick, and Bell. Truex, Blaney, Kyle Busch, Harvick, Hamlin, Bell, Bubba, Logano, Kurt Busch, Reddick, the top 10. Chase Elliott had a shitty stop.
And I don't know if McDowell had an issue or he's same thing, visibility, and he's just trying to get checked up.
Fucking killed.
Do you remember later in the race when Kurt Busch missed that corner and looked like he was about to just obliterate Kyle? There was this hard, sharp turn at Coda, and it was still wet outside. Kurt Busch missed it, shot in there like 100 miles an hour quicker, barely missed his brother. Went through the dirt and drove around and kept going.
He split 2 cars.
Oh yeah, because one of them was Kyle.
It was the angle he went at. I don't think that you could have put an inch between either side.
If he'd have hit Kyle, Kyle would probably still be sore. That's how hard he was going to hit him, and it was that close. What's up, Michael? Did you miss anything? Truex has got the dominant car. We're under caution for rain. The Toyotas are really, really fast. And, yeah, that's about it. There's a little bit of rain, and there might be more later, but we're not halfway yet. 666 pickup sticks. You're right, Samuel. He just commented 666 for no reason. So I said, yeah, pick up sticks.
Was that the gap between the leader and second place before the rain?
When Hamlin was leading earlier. Hey, good news, guys. The bots are here. I guess their views all count the same.
Make sure you subscribe.
Subscriber, you suck. Oh, well, Bubba Wallace, loose wheel. Got to come back in.
Nice.
Just in time for the rain to get here halfway and get a nice solid 20th place finish or something.
What is wrong with his crew?
Yeah. Yep, Bubba's got to come back down pit road.
Every week since I've started watching. Every single week since I've started watching, it is.
There is no excuse. There is just no fucking excuse.
How many races have I watched now? Like five races now?
Yeah.
What am I up to? 4 or 5?
Yeah.
You remember Charlottesdale?
Yeah.
That was the one.
That was the worst one where Bubba got fucked over the hardest.
I don't know.
Hey, buddy, take it easy on the track. Just take care of the stuff. Hey, you're going too slow. Pull it in. I tell you what really ticked me off was
how often does Bubba's pit crew throw away a good finish?
Every week.
All that's Bubba all the time.
Money in the bank.
Every week. That is a great poster. I want that poster. But I'm not watching the show. I'll pass. Yeah, we're not. Notice NBC has been zooming in on any fucking children.
Hey, Rick, you never know who you'll find at a racetrack. Sheamus is here hanging out.
Sheamus?
SummerSlam's coming to Nashville.
Fella.
That's right, yeah. July 30th at the Nissan Stadium, home of the Tennessee Titans.
Kyle Larson, too fast on pit road, to the rear.
This is my homeboy from home here in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm enjoying it.
Matt Yoakum. Oh, Daniel Suarez had a loose wheel, too.
Matt Yoakum's tall.
Yeah, to be as tall as
I didn't
Sheamus.
realize that. He's standing beside Sheamus. That motherfucker's tall.
Gets across the checkered flag.
Yeah, Sheamus is like 6'4".
Money in the bank's coming
Yeah,
up too.
that means Yoakum's probably about 6'2", but Sheamus is 6'4".
Every time I think of Sheamus in a ladder, it was in that Money in the Bank match where he just got completely fucked up and his arm was like black and purple. Oh.
He's tough, though. God, the dumb shit that he's doing is horrible. With that stable, I think they
side by
broke up that
side.
stable.
They're racing on the right side, but they're not racing on the left side. I'm confused.
And that was, of course,
I think those will be the wave around cars.
catch up with Sheamus, the Grand Marshal honorary star.
So yeah, Suarez loose wheel, Bubba loose wheel, Larson sped on pit road.
I want to talk to Bubba's crew.
And oh yeah, Chase Elliott shitty pit stop as
I
well.
want to try
Now
to
I
figure
get to see
out.
what I want to see. I want to see Kyle Busch
Cleaning up the threads, so perhaps the wheel being loose. But then, yeah, I was gonna say,
I
that,
bet
you know,
Ross
Chastain's up here. Ross is up here. I want to see Ross do something.
and then we had the 9
I got.
What is wrong with Bubba's crew?
What is wrong with Suarez's crew? I can't believe they didn't fuck up at Sonoma.
Well, yeah, but come on, though. Bubba's crew, though.
Yeah, Bubba's is worse. Yeah, literally Suarez won that race. He was going to be second or third or right there and have a chance. Harvick fucked up. Harvick's pit crew fucked up. Larson's pit crew fucked up. Chase's pit crew fucked up. Busher and Suarez were the two left.
They tried to fucking but they had to.
Oh yeah, and Chastain had a pit penalty too. So that's kind of what opened the door for Suarez to win and Busher to finish second last week or 2 weeks ago.
Had a
has loose left
So
rear.
what is
Had a loose left
Do
rear.
you know what that is?
I have no fucking clue.
Put it tight.
And then you
It's something for drivers.
that the thread was okay.
Well, I can see the memes now. That ain't no good driver. Why are they sponsoring him?
So they lost a ton of track position. As you mentioned, gone down a lap bubble.
That Chris Sheamus seems like a cool guy.
Bleedy Barker reassuring him, much like
It's that Butch fella you got to watch out for.
out of the game.
God help me. What have they
Did you ever-
done?
Did you ever hear what Twitter and like the internet was originally calling that stable?
What?
They were calling it Peaky Blinders, which is a show in the United Kingdom that they resembled. They were
I've
calling
heard
it
of that
Peaky
show.
Peaky Blinders, yeah.
Look at Blaney with the speed on the bottom, but Truex got his ass now.
Well,
Hamlin's back in the mix after about 35 cars had penalties.
So Blaney ain't falling back yet.
We're 25 to halfway. It's not really raining, but it could later. Blaney might lead. Blaney's going to lead this lap. He did.
Damn, Blaney.
You got to get after it now while you can.
You gotta go, Blaney. Don't give him nothing.
Blaney's doing what Truex is doing. Fuck you, I'm just gonna run what I want to run.
They got the 12 car tuned up here.
Fucking Truex, because Truex is being so stubborn. Truex won.
Right here, I think Truex going to get it.
Damn,
Ross and Bell. God damn, you think you gave Bell any room there, Ross?
Can we go back to the lead, please?
There you go. Blaney's going to get it.
Truex had it.
I really did off of 4. Oh, look at Blaney trying to run up and clear him. Here comes Hamlin.
Damn it.
Watch out. Hamlin's here. Hamlin's here. 3 wide for the lead.
Damn it, Blaney. He got too aggressive.
Cost them both.
Damn it. Come on, Blaney.
Oh, now Hamlin's trying to do it to Blaney.
Come on, Blaney. Oh, damn it.
And nope, Hamlin's not clear. Truex is going to get it back.
Come on, Blaney. Find a way to get back.
This is amazing.
Blaney can't get back. Oh, no.
But he ain't gonna have enough air.
Blaney gave it all he had, but that's about it for now. Hamlin, way deep in there. Whoa, Hamlin. Whoa. And Truex got back to his inside, though. He didn't stick it quite enough. And here comes Kyle Busch. This is amazing. But they got Truex offline, though. Truex would much rather be running the top than the bottom.
And the 12 of Blaney is the 2 leaders still battle. 2 teammates battling down.
3 Gibbs cars. Truex being off the top makes this really interesting.
Let's see what Kyle can do with it, but I don't know if he can do much, though.
There's nowhere to go. If they run 2 wide, there's almost nowhere to go.
Not really much Busch can do right now.
Michael McDowell, top 10 yet again. He's on a hot streak right now.
That's weird.
Michael McDowell finished like 3rd or 4th at Sonoma. Yeah. Sonoma was weird.
We were starting to wonder because last year Daniel Suarez just dumped Michael McDowell in the last turn last lap.
Yeah, and last week McDowell got close to him late for the win, but couldn't get there. And then Buescher got back by McDowell. And Suarez drove away. So yeah, McDowell and Suarez had some history, and I was like, oh, he's about to dump Suarez.
Dale, how many tracks can the leaders do this and not get pulled by?
Truex can't overdrive the entry. You're trying to
Right
slide
now,
I've not seen many times the leaders stay side by side. Charlotte was like at 6-7 laps in. The whole field was fucking 2x2.
I would have loved it. I'm sad I missed it.
Charlotte's back. Charlotte is back to its old glory.
This is good. I'm loving
This is really good.
This is
Yeah.
good. I'm really enjoying this. This is good.
I'm enjoying this, not the first 100 laps.
I thought the first 100 laps were just okay.
At least there's actual racing.
But I mean, it's a 300 lap race.
Yeah.
It's something you kind of learn when you watch.
I have never seen quite this style of racing.
Well, I mean, at least there's good racing to be had, though.
Hamlin's finally settled this.
Yeah, he did. But Kyle's coming up.
And Steve Jeff nailed it. That was a battle more than anything.
Well, Ross is back in the top 10. That's bad news for everybody else in the top 10.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, because Chase and Larson had bad pit stops.
Damn, what happened to JJ Reddick? Damn,
beginning of the race as well. Led the first 70 laps of this race.
Oh.
Tyler.
Christopher Bell trying to
You're thinking of J.J. Yaley. Ooh.
Blaney's going to stay there on the outside.
Ooh.
Down the front straightaway. Right behind
Blaney show.
Oh boy, here comes the wild man. As soon as they got side by side, he's there looking for somewhere to go. Oh yeah, Blaney and Ross don't like each other.
Probably still don't like each other.
Actually, I think Ross just doesn't care about Blaney, but Blaney's the one that doesn't like him.
Yeah. Better than any cars we've ever seen in NASCAR's history. They're able to run side by side without pulling the air off of that inside car. In the past, Christopher Bell would be
Ross just getting that thing wound up here to dive bomb him in a corner in the next lap or two.
Oh, man.
Really close.
Wow,
there.
Oh, I love that was Junior.
A lot of trust between the guy beside you when you drive up the
I just saw lightning.
side draft.
I did just see lightning. You see it too? It depends on whether or not it was 8 miles to the racetrack or not, but I saw lightning behind the front stretch grandstands.
He might not be as quite as good as the kids, but he's one of the better cars in the field, and I think he's suffering from that dirty air we're talking about. I think he can clear these guys. Get back over
AJ
the top
is the
three.
next best shit.
I think he has a car to win.
That's crazy.
At 12.
He's worked hard after some issues on pit road to try to drive through this field. We mentioned the issue for Bubba Wallace when it actually got Tyler Reddick involved. Bubba Wallace stops him right here.
Oh, we didn't see that earlier. God damm.
Has to pit a second time for damage. Currently 25th. We'll have to see how much that damage hurt the 8 car.
That was like 180p. What potato was that filmed on? Told you there's a new effect in the GTA Chaos mod called Potato where it makes your screen look like that. It's called Potato. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure they'll make Ross's car from today into a diecast. It's a damn shame they couldn't make the Coca-Cola car into one because I would love to have that one. The Dale Jr. 1998 Coca-Cola throwback. That would have been really cool to have.
I'll just find someone that would be a custom one.
That's true. Somebody would make a good custom one. I'm glad I'm not a big Kurt Busch fan because collecting his diecast would piss me off because you can't put Monster Energy logos on this. Monster won't let their logos be on diecast cars.
Not only that, but think about how many cars he's been driving.
Yeah.
Like just all over the place. Ford, Toyota, Chevy, like
Dodge.
Shit. Yeah, like you never know what he's gonna
Penske, Roush, James Finch, KBM in the Xfinity Series, Furniture Row, Stuart Haas,
it's kind
Trackhouse,
of amazing.
not Trackhouse, Ganassi.
It's kind of amazing within the past couple of years. You'd think, man, I wonder if Kurt just kind of, slid his way into Hendrick for a week and then went right back out. Like, damn.
10 minutes ago, Bubba's crew chief apologizes to Bubba. Bubba says back, why don't y'all just leave me the fuck alone, dude? Don't talk to me the rest of the fucking day.
Bubba's not going to be with them after this year. He's not.
I think he'll be with them, but they're going to overhaul that team.
I don't know.
They're going to overhaul that team, I
I'll
promise you.
say this. If they can stop this shit, maybe. But I don't know if this keeps happening.
I think the crew chief is really good because look how fast they are. But
True.
That fucking pit crew.
Dude,
what do they have to do to get a pit crew worth of shit?
When they was talking to the crew chief was just kind of just sitting there like just what Bubba said,
mad.
but not saying it, thinking it. Just like I don't even want to fucking talk to anybody right now.
I'm not going to get rid of the crew chief because they're doing good things speed-wise.
The crew chief is good.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Bubba's going to...
Yeah, like this guy just said, keep Booty Barker, blow the team up. Booty Barker's crew chief. Keep him, but blow the rest of the team up.
The problem is that if you blow the team up, you might just end up with this shit all over again.
That's true. They get their pit crews from Gibbs because all the Toyota teams kind of share pit crews. I'm like, these fuckers are getting like the D team pit crew, it seems like.
It's like the only person who has a good team is Kyle.
By the way, caution's out, and I'd bet money that's a lightning strike.
Oh, yeah, probably.
So...
I bet money on it.
You guys don't reckon that Bubba's team kind of tries to throw it?
No, nobody would ever do that.
No, they don't throw it.
Hey, IndyCar still races at Mid-Ohio. How come NASCAR doesn't now?
Caution has come back out this time for another lightning strike.
Told you, I saw lightning a minute ago over the front stretch. So.
I mean, you said lightning, and I figured that's what it was.
So, you guys want to stop this stream and play some NASCAR Heat?
After a lightning strike, and so we've...
Yeah, I'm going to stop.
Oh, fuck.
I'm so irritated.
After 41 laps of racing,
I don't know what to do with my hands.
After 139 laps have been completed,
we're not halfway.
They will bring them back.
We are not halfway. That's true.
10 laps to go
for lightning this evening.
Luckily.
It looked like the radar was clearing up.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. There wasn't really anything around the track.
But anywho, I guess I'm going to stop this stream again, and we'll just go play NASCAR Heat or something. So